man?
So we are talking about something or someone that's kind of new to us, new territory, but we felt that we should speak about this because of the Christian principles of the said person. Who is it?
Kevin
Samuels.
Samuels.
So for those of you who don't know, if you haven't heard of Kevin Samuels before, he is like an image consultant turned relationship guru.
Yeah.
He has a massive following on Instagram, about 700,000 followers. He has about 800,000 on YouTube, just under 200,000 on Facebook or Twitter. I mean, he's out there and he is making himself known.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's for all the wrong reasons because he has very, very what's the word? Niche views or ideas on relationship, you know, men, the viewpoint from a man versus a woman. And irrespective of the fact that we don't we agree with some of the things that he says, but I mean, my goodness.
It's pretty serious.
It's pretty serious. The way he talks to women or to people is out of this world and it's insane.
And also he's actually a Christian, so I think that's why it's a bit more interesting and that's why we want to discuss it further.
Right.
So like Uche has said, she's giving you a bit of background on Kevin Samuels, and he has he hasn't coined the term, let me not say that, right, but he often refers to men as being high value men. And that's something that we found to be quite interesting just because of the fact that, you know, what makes someone higher value than someone else? You know, is it their occupation, their salary? What exactly is it? And should these people be allowed to go out with certain people, like be in relationships with specific types of people? There's a popular video by Kevin Samuels where he was talking to a woman and he said to her, "You're average at best." And this was because she wanted to date someone who was above her salary bracket. I mean, everyone's allowed their preference, right?
You're allowed your preference, but I mean, for Kevin, it's literally this plus this equals this.
Yeah.
You know, he's not looking at it as, you know, you can bring like what can you bring to the table? I've got a brilliant personality. I've got this, I've got that.
Yeah.
No, he's not looking at any of that. He's literally just looking at, what do you look like?
Yeah.
Have you had previous children or not?
Yeah.
You know, it's got nothing to do with your personality.
Quite materialistic, right?
Very materialistic. And, you know, okay, from a Christian standpoint, what if as a woman, you know, yes, you've had a past and, you know, that's done, that's, you know, gone, but you want a man who, you know, now depicts who you are now. He basically
is it wrong?
No, but he cancels all of that out.
Yeah, I mean, that's serious. And I think the thing with Kevin Samuels, or what he believes in, right, is the fact that high value men are allowed to do certain things, which is okay, yeah, she said it. So we're gonna show you a clip now where he talks about this in further detail.
Let's get into it, ladies. Let's get into it, because now the scales have been removed from some of your eyes, to where you understand that there are no perfect men. And the higher up a man goes, the more options he has. And it is natural and human to want to exercise those options. I said it. Men who sit around talking about they walk this moral path are lying to you more often than not. There are men who choose to abstain from relations with other women. But understand, it is a choice. But it is crazy for modern women to think those men should have to do it. If you have to have a man that's loyal to you, get an average man, or actually get a below average man. But if you want the tippy top, the best of the best, be prepared to share.
Now, where it gets scary is, like I said, this guy has got a huge, huge following.
Yeah.
No, we don't know. I mean, of course, a lot of people are hearing him and are agreeing with him. But does that mean then that Christian men are threatened.
Oh.
By threatened, I mean, like, Christian men are now taking in this ideology,
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean, yeah.
and it's now Christian women are
looking
now
for something,
looking
right?
for something,
Okay,
and they can't find
Yes.
this ideal Christian man anymore because now he's morphing into Kevin Samuel's ideal.
You see, it's dangerous because there are some things that he has said, right, that I think are okay, like they make sense. When he was talking about, I think he was talking about relationships, and he was saying the fact that, as a woman, you should strive to want to be like loyal to your man and, want to help him, encourage him, support him, things like that. I agree with that. But I think the thing that, like you've mentioned now, is that going to start making men think they need to be a certain way in order to attract a certain woman? And is that going to now put pressure on them to now start behaving completely different to how an actual man who knows Christ should behave?
When you look at the Bible, listen, the Bible says women submit to your husband, and in turn that means respecting him, and men love your wife. Now, how can a man say that he loves his wife when he's sleeping with other women? Where is the respect for her? Where's the love for her? And how can a woman knowingly submit to her husband, knowing that when he leaves the house, she doesn't know where he's going? She doesn't know whose hands he's falling into. But then he has to come back to her, and she has to be, this loyal person. And when you think of us as women, we are helpers. How can you help when in your heart you're probably holding a grudge because of the way your husband is treating you? I mean, there's no biblical standpoint that that even marries up with what Kevin Samuels is saying.
And I think what's kind of strange, right, is the fact that he actually taught in singles ministry in the churches that he was a part of as well. So it's kind of like, so if this is his line of thought, then like, what was he teaching the single people?
That's crazy.
That's
scary.
It is scary. I don't know. I just feel like we really need to be careful who we listen to, especially when it comes to relationships, because at the end of the day, relationships can make or break your destiny.
Absolutely.
If you get with the wrong partner, that's your destiny, going somehow. It can go left or it can go right.
And it's also making people so fixated on wealth and looks. There is nothing about building up one's characters. There's nothing about, striving to be with like minds, someone who is going to, edify you or help you grow in X, Y, and Z. Even if you're with a high value man, there's nothing wrong with the fact that you want to learn from him. Why
you don't want to be with him just for his money,
no.
right?
Why can't I say that, you know what, I want to be with this guy because he teaches me something? For example, when I met my husband, I knew exactly that this guy was going to be able to teach me. I knew I was going to learn a lot from him, and he's pushed me constantly out of my comfort zone. And all I've done is, I believe I've grown, from who I was before. I mean, is it wrong?
No, and that's what relationships are about, though, isn't it? They're about growing each other. Like, you shouldn't be with someone and be the same person that you were when you met them 10 years later. That one is weird then, isn't it? Like, so the two of you are the same? No, come on. There has to be growth. There has to be growth. So what is it that, like, you feel Christian men should take from Kevin Samuels then? I mean, if there's anything they should take.
Of course. Kevin Samuels, it's not that he... everything he says is a lie, because he has taught a lot of people a lot of things. Even when I listen to him, there are so many key factors that I can take from him. As a man, there is nothing wrong with you wanting to grow and better yourself, because he teaches about, acquiring wealth. The Bible talks about it. We're not meant to be poor, we're meant to be, wealthy. We're meant to be successful people. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I think for me, it almost stops there, because everything else that he teaches about women being now in a relationship, there's no monogamy to it.
I agree with that. And I think as well, it's important to think about when you are a Christian, right, the type of people you listen to, or like what you feed yourself with, you know, because at the end of the day, even though he identifies as a Christian, right, it's his fruits that we're going to see. And it's his fruits that are going to speak for him. And this is not a video to bash Kevin Samuels or anything like that. No, it's just because we've seen how popular his line of thought is. So we're thinking, okay, do many other people think that way, especially Christians? Because it's possible that Christians could be thinking, nah, Kevin Samuels is 100% correct and what he is saying is the truth. You know, people could be thinking that, but don't get it twisted. He's saying a truth, not the truth.
Yeah.
That's important to realize.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've said it all, to be honest. I mean, talking about Kevin Samuels could be like a whole hour video, but for what we wanted to do, we just wanted to take out a snippet of, you know, the relationship aspect in terms of, you know, us identifying with the fact that we're meant to be with one person. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that, you know. Be with one person, you know, and two shall become one flesh. One, not high value, spread your wings and fly.
That's true.
No. Well, I mean, yes, it is true.
Ignore that. She didn't mean that. She was playing with you guys. So,
oh, God.
That leads us to our next topic. Actually, no, you know what? I'm not going to tell them, but I'm just going to give you guys a little clue. We're going to have a guest with us, right? So you don't want to miss it.
You don't want to miss it. It's coming up real soon. And we want you to like.
Yes.
Subscribe.
Yes.
Share.
Yes.
Comment.
Yeah.
The whole shebang.
Yeah.
See you soon.
See you soon. Bye. Okay, so Uche, what actually makes someone a good friend?